Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Listen, I'm going to talk for the next 6 days, 6 mornings at this time about the catalyst to your happiness. That's what I want to help you with this Christmas time as we're looming into Christmas. So December is all supposed to be all happiness, but a lot of people are going to be worried right now as to how they're going to make it through Christmas and New Year. So I thought I would share something, and it's part of my book, and there will be a book released at the end of this. So I'm hoping, and that is my intention, that it helps. These videos over the next 6 days will help you find that release in yourself. So there's also a course, but it's entirely up to you. You may just watch these videos and you will have the release. You may need to read the book and you will have the release, or you may need to do a course with me and you will have the release. Either way, that's my intention behind all of this, to help you through this time. So let's start today. Today is about the 6 steps to happiness, and it's my catalyst to happiness. It's what I use every single day when I literally can get my mind in knots and I want to unknot myself mentally and emotionally. And it's really, really simple. I call them the 6 A's, and it's all I have to say to my clients is 6 A's, 6 A's, just in case anybody's trying to figure out what I'm talking about. So the first one of those, and I'm not going to give you them all today. There's 6 of them. So you're going to have to watch every single day so you can get all 6. Are you ready for this? So the first one is about acknowledgement. So what am I talking about here? So remember, this is a catalyst to your happiness. You already are happy, but you seem to have forgotten that happiness is actually your default place. You come out smiling. Actually, you come out crying. But as babies just love to smile, don't they? Maybe you didn't have that. Maybe your baby was a little screaming tyrant, never mind. But I'm telling you, you can believe me or not believe me, that your actual baseline is happy. And so we're all trying to get happiness when we already are it. So this is a way, when I say catalyst to your happiness, it's not to make you happy, it's to help you see who you really are. So the first one is about acknowledging who you are and acknowledging yourself. And there's a whole story about who you are anyway. Bob Proctor used to say to me that he didn't think it was that people didn't know their goals, it's that they didn't know who they were. And that's exactly what happened to me, that I couldn't acknowledge who I was. Sandy Gallagher said, it's not who you think you are that's holding you back, Sheena, it's who you think you're not. So with all of that in mind, I just set about understanding me. So I didn't at first. I kept doing the goals, doing the manifestation, law of attraction, etc., etc., etc. And then there came a point where nothing was working. And so I had to actually ask myself this question, who am I? So I went on a bit of a journey. So this acknowledgement is to acknowledge your true self. So I often find personal development is a journey through yourself, to yourself, to realize that there is no self and that all is one self. I don't believe so much in personal development, that you're absolutely perfect as you are. But we have so many different thoughts that are counterintuitive to that. And we're told that you have to increase 1% each year, 1% each year, actually. Every day they're talking about, isn't it? Let's get better by 1% every single day. And then you will, by the end of the year, you will have improved yourself by 365. Doesn't it just make you feel, what is that telling your subconscious right now? That you're not good enough. That you're not good enough, that it's okay. It's not okay to be you because you're not good enough. So I want you to acknowledge, when you get off this video, that you and your spiritual DNA are perfect. Your inheritance, now let's look at the science behind this. Your inheritance isn't from your parents. That's not who you are. That's the story that's being told. And yes, there's all the physical evidence, the apparent physical evidence for that. What is physical? 0.0001%. That's it. That's it. You're 99.9999%. Nothing you can see. What is great about you cannot be seen, but it can be felt if you allow it to happen. And so science has shown that you are more than what you seem. They can't find a me inside this body. Your thoughts are not in your head. Your brain is a sending, receiving device. You're not in here. You are greater than what you can see. There's something about it resonating with you, isn't there? Something resonating. And so that's what I look at in my first chapter. And I'm going to give you that as a gift. That will be out today. Just send me a little message and I'll send you that gift. Or don't bother. I want you to have this freedom. I want you to have the freedom of, first of all, acknowledging yourself. You see, most of us are ignoring ourselves. We're told to be, positive. And if you're not positive, then you're wrong. You see, I'm number one in my strengths, number one, positivity. That's what I did. I was so busy focusing on the positive stuff and the negative stuff. It was all wrong. But here's the thing. It takes the positive and the negative to make anything go, like a battery. A right and a left, an up and a down, an in and an out. That's just the story of the world that we live in, the duality that we live in. But you are not duality. We are all one. So that to recognize and to acknowledge that we are all one and that we're all made of the same stuff, to acknowledge that you're not special, but you are unique. You see, why do I say that you're not special? Because everybody is made of the same stuff, including this computer, including your phone, including my body, including your dog, your cat, your horse, all made of the same stuff, including the car. Everything is made of the same stuff. It's just a different arrangements of the molecules and a different vibration. That's it. Now, don't take my word for it. That's science. It's just science. We all came from the same source. Oh, the same source. I want you to acknowledge, and so in the first chapter, that's what we looked at. We want to really acknowledge who we are. Now, the easiest way to do that is to, first of all, ask yourself, what are you not? I'm not my body. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my emotions. And yet we're constantly told to say, I am happy. I am rich. But you're not any of that. You're so much more. And to think that you are just this body is just like looking through a keyhole at what you can have, because that's what you've been told. But what if you could open the full door and step inside to infinite potential? Everything is about awareness. And the first thing to do is to acknowledge that you are more than what you seem. And if you can do that, first of all, then it opens the doors. It opens the first door of the veil. That you are not your past in any shape or form. You are creating the moment, moment by moment, right here, right now, with every decision you make. Can you acknowledge, at least first of all, the possibility that you could be more than what you are right now? And there's more to life. Remember, all you're seeing is 0.001%. How many zeros it is, it doesn't really matter. You get the idea. And that most of what you cannot see is who you truly are. So why are you focusing only on what you can see or what has happened? In Think and Grow Rich, they talk about 3 sources of knowledge: your experience, knowledge, and infinite intelligence. By the end of the chapter, it says, don't rely on your knowledge, do not rely on your experience. There's only one place to go: infinite intelligence, which is mostly what we cannot see. So first and foremost today, perhaps you'll go and study it. Perhaps you'll go and YouTube it or Google it about who am I? Or more importantly, what am I? So that is the first step that I want you to do today. Just today. Acknowledge. Acknowledge at least that you are more than meets the eye. Therefore, your results, your life results, and your happiness is not dependent upon anything that you can see, but everything that you can't. And it's already there. Enjoy that today. Let me know what you notice. What did you hear? I mean, just sit quietly after this video. Just sit quietly or listen to me over and over again and see if there's anything else that I've said that you've missed. And ask yourself, what am I? Who am I? And see what pops up. See what pops up. Will you spend that time? Spend 30 minutes asking that question. Ask it all day and see what pops up. And acknowledge. Acknowledge all your feelings. Stop ignoring your feelings. Acknowledge them all. Stop going, I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be this. I shouldn't be the other. Acknowledge them. They came up for a reason. The first step is just to acknowledge them. Stop running from them. Stop and look at them. You know why a dog chases a cat? Because the cat runs. When the cat stands still, the dog doesn't really know what to do, does it? So, acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge all those thoughts. Stop running from them. Stand there and just look at them. How could you be scared of a thought? How could you be scared of a feeling? You're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings. Are you really scared of a thought? Are you really scared of a feeling? Acknowledge them. And tomorrow, we'll tell you what to do with them after that. Have a good day now, and I'll see you tomorrow.